Hello my fellow felines, this is KittyCatPWYarn here, and welcome to another speed build. And today I'm actually building a park. And if you know me at all, you know that I don't typically build community lots, so this one is a bit special. And this one is actually a collab with one of my favorite groups on Facebook and just generally around the internet, Sims streamers and YouTubers. But of course I am a little biased as I'm an admin of that group, but nonetheless it's a great group and we give advice on streaming and videos and things. We do monthly collabs and we just have lots of fun generally. So this collab was the family fun park, and we had to build a lot for your Sims to enjoy a day out with the family. Your build must include an eating space with enough room for 8 Sims, whether your lot is in Willow Creek, Strangerville, or even a vacation world like Granite Falls. And the rules, we had to, we could use any pack source CC. You have to include a space for at least 8 Sims to sit and eat. It must be a park, and make sure there's everything to do for the whole family. Something to do for the whole family. And I did this. I really enjoy how this turned out. And this was actually one of my builds that I just sat down and did it all in one go. Obviously I got up for like drinks and things, but for the most part, compared to how I normally build, this one was quick. And I definitely don't mean that in a bad way, because a lot of my builds tend to take me a long time, and even when they take me a long time, sometimes I'm not even proud of them. Well, this one, it was a relatively quick build. It was probably like an hour and a half, and I'm really proud of it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, most of that hour and a half or so was probably spent on landscaping, because if you saw the thumbnail, the landscaping on this lot is wild. And obviously I did mess with terrain a little bit, so I end up putting just landscaping all around the terrain so it doesn't look as weird. And that took quite a while as well, just because, I mean, if you build in The Sims 4, you know that trying to place items on raised terrain is difficult, to say the least. Mostly because, like, you just kind of have to stack them, and it's time consuming, and you obviously have to have move objects on and stuff. It's a pain in the butt, but it looks really good in the end, and like I said, I'm really proud of this lot. So right now we're actually working on like the raised grilling area. So I know I wanted a raised like seating area at least for people to eat. And I ended up actually putting the grills up here as well. There are like 3 grills, and then there are a bunch of tables. I have some picnic tables out right now, but I don't end up using them. I end up using some umbrella tables from base game. But I do put a few picnic tables over in like the playground area as well, just because I thought they were really cute. And I don't know, I thought it made sense for the kids to have their own eating space, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I think this lot ended up really cute, and I think that part makes sense at least. So on this lot, I have the eating area with like 3 or 4 grills. I have a basketball hoop. I have 2 of the like public bathrooms that we would find on in like worlds. So I think I grabbed ones from base game, and they're just like the public restrooms. And then we have 2 of those. We have a playground area, and in the playground area I included a swing set, monkey bars, and the big like toddler thing that I can't remember what it's called, but like it like the big boat thing with like the ball pit and the slide attached, like the big one where everything is put together, because I thought that was really fitting. And then I have some chess tables as well, and I think that's it. I know it's not, definitely not like a big park. It's on a 30 by 40 lot. Most of it, when I was trying to figure out where to put this, I definitely didn't want to do like a huge 64 by 64, just because like that would stress me out way too much. Big lots terrify me. Even this one, I was a little concerned about how big it was. I'm not going to lie, but it ended up looking pretty cute in the end, and I'm really proud of it. And I hope you guys like it as well. There are like 3 fountains on this lot, maybe 2, but still, like 2 fountains, that's more than normal. But yeah, so right now I'm kind of marking out where I'm gonna put some landscaping with the dirt terrain paint. And I cut like most of the landscaping out because there is just so much of it. And obviously that's a big part to building a park, but I figured you guys didn't want to see me placing the same plants for 10 minutes straight. So I haven't done a video in a very long time. I don't know if I've put out any before this one goes up because the collabs have a very specific day to go up. But this is my first video back, I guess. I don't know if I would even consider myself gone. I mean, I guess I've been on hiatus, but like, yeah, I don't know if I've posted any videos. This is my first one in a while that I've actually like worked on. And like part of it's builder's block and like mental health and physical health. My physical health is kind of going down the toilet. And yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting way to get back into it. Like I said, I've had a lot of builder's block lately, and that's just really hard on me. Like, it makes me feel, I guess, like I can't do anything, because I'm like, oh yeah, Sims builds are, like, the one thing I'm good at. But when I can't even be good at Sims builds, like, I feel, just very, like, down and upset that I can't figure it out. Also, I guess that big toddler thing isn't a boat. I don't know what to call it, but that's what I'm talking about, because I got the big one with everything included. And I think this would be a good lot to bring your Sims. Obviously, it's not, like, huge and doesn't have everything you need, but I think it has most things you need. Oh, and I forgot I added 2 food stalls. I think one of them is from Seasons because it's, like, the summer stuff stall. And I only included that one because, like, that's kind of the theme of these collabs this month is, like, summer. And I don't remember what the other one is. I think it's from Cats and Dogs, where it's called, like, Just Food or something. And I don't really know what you can get at either of them. But they're there. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a nice little addition in case you didn't want to make your own food. We had food stalls. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm just placing that first bathroom. And I do end up having 2 of them. I just didn't add it for a little while. Because, frankly, I don't think you need to. Because, like, they have one for male and female Sims in those little things. But, I like it. I like the symmetry, I guess. I just generally enjoy symmetry. And yeah, we're like lining out where I want to put landscaping and stuff, because most of it's pretty, I don't want to say it's well manicured, because that's definitely not the word I would use. It's, I don't know what the word for it would be, because it's definitely, has an overgrown look. But it's sectioned off well, I guess I could say. I'm having lots of trouble here, like, keeping my train of thought and figuring out things to talk about, because like I said earlier, I just haven't done a video in a long time, so this is very weird for me, honestly. And actually, now I do know what to talk about. I've started using a different editing program, and it's great, but it's very intense. It's called DaVinci Resolve, and if any of you can help me out with this, then I would love to know, and if you could tell me in the comments, I would adore you for the rest of my life. So I started using DaVinci Resolve because it's, I guess, closer to Adobe Premiere Pro, but it's free. than what I was using. So I was using a video pad, which is great, and it's enough for me, but I want to kind of up my game, and so I downloaded DaVinci Resolve. And I cannot figure out for the life of me how to do a voiceover in DaVinci Resolve, because I don't know. I've looked up tutorials and things, and I've done everything that the tutorials say, but I just can't get it right, and I don't know what's wrong with it, as to, like, I don't know what's making it so I can't record. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into specifics about that, though, because I'm just, like, annoyed with it at this point. And so I rendered this entire video through DaVinci Resolve and, like, edited it through DaVinci Resolve and everything, and put it into my old editor to do the voiceover, because I'm so frustrated with it. But that's just kind of how I am lately, just generally frustrated with most things, so it's kind of to be expected, frankly. But yeah, so I put those little I think in game it's technically gravel, because I had debug on for most of this build, if not all of this build, but I put, like, the gravel down in the playground because it's brown and it looks like wood chips to me, at least. I don't know if it does to you or not, but it looks like wood chips a little bit. So I put them there because, like, every playground I had ever been to had, like, wood chips. So I thought that would be a good, like, flooring for that instead of just, like, having grass or whatever. Also, I want to apologize if you can hear, like, all the big trucks outside. Like, 3 went by over this recording, and it's driving me a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. It was like a street sweeper and an oil truck and a dump truck. Just in case you were curious. I know you weren't, because frankly, you probably can't even hear them. But, yeah, that's what it was. And if you hear, like, little clicks, I'm playing with a Leatherman, because I am fidgety today, apparently, and, yeah. So I finally got to use those, I don't even know what are they, like, technically stumps? I don't know, but they're super cute, and I've never got the chance to use those before, so I put a bunch of them in the playground, and there are the 2 picnic tables in the kids area. I thought they were really cute, and they fit with the yellow overall theme. So I thought it worked really well, and now I'm going through and placing a bunch of streetlights, and actually I ended up changing all of them, off camera, to the ones that match, like, the street right out there where we can't actually build. I got it from Show Live Edit Objects, and I got really angry about this, actually, because I could find that exact streetlight, but I couldn't find it with the plants on them, and I know the hanging plants come individually as well. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll find a bunch of these lamps, and then I'll get a bunch of the plants separately, but I couldn't find the plants. So I went with the same streetlight, but it had, like, red plants, and I mean, I think it looks fine. I'm a little bitter that I couldn't find the one that I wanted, but it worked, so that's what I ended up going with. And, yeah. So the final kind of layout of the park is, pretty much there. Like I said, there's a second bathroom, and I'm adding a bunch of benches and trash cans everywhere, because, frankly, I feel like those are super important to have in a park, because people like to litter, and if there are trash cans everywhere, then theoretically people will be less likely to litter. But that's not always the case. Now we're adding a little bit of detail to the basketball court, and I love this little trick that I do. I put 2 of these laundry baskets from Parenthood together, and then raise up a bunch of the basketballs, and it looks like a ball rack thing, like you would find in a school gym or something. And I don't know, I really like it. I didn't show much of it because it was super tedious and boring, but I really like how it looks. and it gives like those cards dimension and stuff, and it looks really cool. And then I put some benches in, some more modern benches, because I feel like the ones I used everywhere else didn't fit in the basketball court. I don't know why, but yeah. And then I put a pile of clothes there, and I don't know if that was me kind of being like, oh, well, someone's playing basketball and they just kind of like threw their sweatshirt, and that's what that was. But I realized that it may not come through how I want it to. I don't know. And now we're going to get into a little bit of landscaping, and like I said, I'm not going to show much of it. I show this little area and then a little bit over by the dining area, and then I moved to screenshots. But I kept the landscaping pretty simple, but also very overgrown. And by that I mean, like, I kept it mostly green and white. I think I added like a little bit of yellow, and I put the wildflowers in there too, so there's like a little bit of like pink and purple, I believe. But generally it's pretty simple, like white and green mostly. And I really like how it looks. I am a big fan of the overgrown but comprehensive, is that the word I'm looking for? I don't really know, but I'm a big fan of this kind of look. Like, it looks overgrown, but it still all makes sense together, and I think it's really cute. It works really well for this lot too, in my opinion. And like with the addition of the tree, I think it just looks so pretty. I'm really happy with how this lot came out, and that is very new for me, especially with all the struggle that I've been dealing with builder's block as of late. So there you saw me being very upset about having to stack things because they're floating. But I got it done, and it looks really good. I know I've said this like 3 times in this video already, but I'm very proud of this build, and with the builder's block I've been having, I'm even more proud of it. And I guess that's probably why I'm like, oh my god, yay, look at this build! But yeah, I just built this yesterday, and I'm already doing the voiceover for it, and the thumbnail is done already, so I'm very enthusiastic about this one for some sort of reason. But, I don't know. I'm just happy with myself, which isn't a feeling when I get normally. So yeah, but we are about to jump into screenshots pretty soon. We're just gonna finish up some landscaping, and then throw in like 3 or 4 screenshots. There aren't many, because, you know, this is a park, so there's not much to take pictures of. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you all check out Sim streamers and YouTubers and all of our other collab participants in the description down below. And with all that being said, I think I'm gonna go. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys. I hope you guys are having a perfect afternoon, evening, or whatever, wherever you are in your neck of the world. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to become a paw parent, because I post new videos all the time. And I will see you all in the next video.